I'm going to ask you something now that if you say, Attica, I'm not going to talk about this, that's fine.
Okay.
But I understand you to have had two near death experiences.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the plane, and I'm also thinking of that car accident you had on your way to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
How does that factor into the spiritual journey? Does it at all? And what out of these two experiences are you carrying with you going forward?
The plane incident, I was in a plane situation. I was flying back from a spa conference, and the engine was not good on that plane. The NTSB has since said the plane should not have even been in the air, probably. But we had to make an emergency landing in Denver. And when we landed and pulled to the gate, the entire right side of the plane burst into flames. And we were on a closed vessel with no doors open because they pulled the plane to the gate. They had to wait for the jet bridge to get there. And so we were lucky the plane didn't explode in the air, honestly. Um, I remember the sound of the windows melting and people screaming. I remember the smell, even though I had covered my nose, um, and just the smoke. I remember there was a lady on the plane who had her child with her, and I noticed them because they were sitting a few rows ahead of me. You know, as a kid, I'm like, he's gonna cry the whole flight, but she didn't. But I, she was frozen, and as I was coming down, I was trying to get off the plane. Oh, I will say, the minute I realized what was happening, I started walking. I did not freeze. I was like, I'm getting out of here. But then, of course, people came into the aisle because they, but so I grabbed her because she was frozen. And I said to her, you got to come off the plane. So we were pushing down that aisle together and we got to the emergency exit, but we couldn't go out there because one side was on fire and the other was just smoke. And they couldn't, there were people standing on the wings. We finally saw through the smoke. The flight attendant was like trying to wave us down towards the main door because the jet bridge had finally come. And we got on that jet bridge, and that poor woman went into a full on panic attack. And I said to her, you have to breathe and you have to move because we can't be in here if this plane blows up. And so I just pushed her up and myself up the jet bridge. Life is like super fragile. And at any moment it's done, you know? So uh, I, I don't know how to answer that question, Attica.